Hey skincare nerds, welcome back. So this week we're gonna talk about one of my favorites. It's the Paula's Choice Skin Perfecting 2% BHA Liquid Exfoliant. Should you buy it? How do you even use it? How do you layer with it? Are there any products that you shouldn't mix with this? So many questions, right? Okay, so I'm not even gonna lie, my combination skin absolutely loves this. I know some of you guys are really skeptical about trying a product that has so much hype around it, and honestly, I was like that too, but it's just a really nice, gentle and simple exfoliant that you can use every day, and that's why I really like it, because it works really well in my maintenance routine. But what works for me might not work for you, so is it right for you? Let's find out. Okay, so let's just jump into it. This product is different from other exfoliators because it's a leave-on. So you don't wash it off like the CeraVe cleanser or the Inculus salicylic acid cleanser, and it's not a mask like the Ordinary's salicylic acid mask. It's also only got 8 ingredients in it, so it's a super minimal formulation. And even though it's minimal, they've still managed to pack in some humectants, aka hydrators, into the formula, so it won't be too drying. So I think one of the reasons why this product is so popular is that it's lightweight and it's for all skin types. And I think the other reason is that The Ordinary pulled their 2% salicylic acid solution from the shelves and are apparently reformulating it. But this is Paula's Choice's most popular #1 product. And what they've done is developed so many different versions of this. So there's a gel version, there's an acne-focused formulation, there's a sensitive skin one, dry skin one, anti-aging. I can go on, but today we're gonna focus on the OG. Okay, so obviously the main active ingredient in this is the 2% BHA, aka salicylic acid. So let's talk about that real quick. Salicylic acid is an exfoliator, so it's great for getting rid of tiny bumps and shrinking your pores. Compared to an AHA like lactic acid, BHA can go deeper into your pores because it's fat soluble. So BHA is a better choice if you have oily skin or you want to break up some comedonal debris like closed comedones or get rid of blackheads. Basically, BHAs are great for improving your skin texture because it is an exfoliant, so it will slough off the top layer of dead skin cells and help you retexture your skin. It'll also unclog pores and shrink them temporarily because it can dissolve the stuff that's deep within your pores, making it really great if you have oilier skin. Okay, so the one downside is that BHA can cause your skin to purge. Watch my video about niacinamide and purging if you're not sure if your skin is purging or not. If your skin is purging, it might look worse before it looks better, but it will start to clear in about 3 weeks. Okay, so we can't talk about this product without talking about the texture and the finish of it. So it's kind of hard to explain because it's kind of watery, but it has this like slip to it, which really surprised me at first because I wasn't expecting it. I kind of expected it to just be watery without this kind of like slip feeling to it. It's really hard to describe, but I do really like the texture of it because there's no tackiness or stickiness with it. It's very lightweight. It absorbs really easily, and I haven't really noticed any pilling when I apply other products on top. But the finish is a little bit like a hint of an oil slick finish. So if you want to look really dewy and like you have dolphin skin, this is it. But if you've got super oily skin, this might be a little bit too much for you. I'll apply it so you can see it later on in the video so you can see what I'm talking about. So if The Ordinary's 2% BHA solution used to be your OG, because this also has 2% BHA in it, it's kind of like a replacement, but this definitely has a little bit more of an oilier looking finish. Okay, so overall, I would recommend this product to you if you have dehydrated skin and you tend to get blackheads or CCs. If that's you, this would make a really great everyday exfoliator for you. But if you have really oily skin, this might make you look a little bit too oily because of the finish. Oh, by the way, if you're still not decided about whether you want to buy this product or not, or you don't want to dish out for the 100 milliliter version of this, you can always buy their trial size first just to test it out. Alright, so before we get into how to apply it, when you're using a product for the first time, always patch test on a really small area of your face so you don't end up getting a really bad reaction all over. Okay, so how should you use the Paula's Choice BHA Exfoliant? So if you look on the package, Paula's Choice basically says you can use this morning or night on your face, near your eye area, on your neck, and to apply it with a cotton pad and not to rinse it off afterwards. And they also mention adding an SPF to your morning routine. So I just want to talk about all of that for a second. I also recommend using a cotton pad. You can get the reusable bamboo ones, like the ones I have here, just to be a little bit more eco-friendly. And the reason why you want to use a cotton pad is because you want to be able to swipe off all of the dead skin cells. And if you're just not a fan of cotton pads, Paula's Choice has a gel version of this where you don't need to use a cotton pad. You can just apply it directly onto your face. Paula's Choice also says to use it on your neck, but if you like a really minimal skincare routine and you don't have any concerns on your neck and you don't have a neck beard, which can sometimes make the area underneath the beard a little bit dry, then do you still need to apply it there? No. I think that sometimes skincare companies just tell you to apply it everywhere because they want you to go through the product faster, and then you'll be buying more of the products to replace them and they're gonna be making more bank. But you don't really need to put it on your neck if you don't feel like it's necessary. But if you do like to have a whole neck skincare routine, go for it. I personally don't put this on my neck, but I do apply some leftover essences on my neck and the back of my hands, and it makes my neck and hands so hydrated. As for what step this should be in your routine, the bottle gives you a clue. So it says number 3, exfoliate. So what that means is you first cleanse, second you tone, and then third you use this guy. And that comes before your serum, your moisturizer, your sunscreen if it's in the morning. If you're sitting there thinking, that's a lot, that's totally okay because you don't need all of the steps that I just mentioned. You can totally add this to a minimal routine, so cleanse, exfoliate, moisturize, and in the morning add a sunscreen. And as for when to use it and how often, if you're introducing BHAs into your routine for the first time, start slowly. Use it either morning or night 2 times a week, and then slowly ramp up as your skin gets used to it and you're happy with the results that you're getting. This is a pretty gentle formulation overall, so it's kind of hard to get it wrong, but you still want to be safe rather than sorry. So now onto a surprisingly really big and difficult question to answer. How do you layer it? So this question is a bit of a total minefield, and I could totally just do an entire video on this, but I'm gonna try and tell you only what you need to know. Okay, so basically there's a bit of a debate going on about layering products with different pH levels. Just as a refresher, pH levels are used to measure how acidic or how alkaline something is. So when it comes to a product with BHA in it, the pH level really does matter because it really impacts how well this kind of product will penetrate into your skin. And if it doesn't penetrate your skin, then it won't be as effective. So some people say if you use a niacinamide serum like the ordinary one, or even a moisturizer right after you apply this acidic exfoliant, the higher pH level of the niacinamide serum or the moisturizer will actually raise the pH of the BHA, and that would mean that the BHA doesn't penetrate your skin and that it also wouldn't be able to do its job. So if we actually look at the pH levels of the ordinary niacinamide serum and the Paula's Choice 2% BHA exfoliant, the pH of the Paula's Choice is a lot more acidic. It hovers at a range between 3.2 to 3.8, and the pH level of the niacinamide from The Ordinary is higher at a range of 5.5 to 6.5. And on the other side of the debate, Paula's Choice themselves say that a well-formulated BHA product will hold a steady pH even if you apply another product immediately after. They say it takes time for the pH to change. Is there any proof on either side of this debate? Basically, there's not really that much evidence. I've seen a lot of people on Reddit talk about reading a lot of studies, but they never really cite any of them. I did find someone citing a study dating back to 1997 that I'll link to in the description box below, but the study isn't actually talking about layering products. It actually confirms something we already know, that a lower pH of an acid formulation helps with absorption. So that was kind of a dead end. And on the Paula's Choice side, Paula's Choice is usually really good at citing the research, but I just don't see any evidence. They haven't cited any research journals or papers backing up their claims, so nothing on this side either. Okay, so something kind of shady is that Paula's Choice did post a video on this topic on YouTube, but they actually changed it from public to private, so nobody can watch it anymore. So what's my take on all this? My feeling is that there's just not enough research done about this topic in general. I actually couldn't find anything about it. So I think that these are just theories coming out from both sides. Hey guys, editing Cathy here. I just realized as I was editing that I totally forgot to mention that I will be reaching out to Paula's Choice to see if they have anything to add or comment in terms of evidence on their side. And also, just because I wasn't able to find any evidence doesn't mean that there isn't any. So if you guys know of any studies or research, anything about the layering and pH levels of skincare, then please add it into the comment section below, because I would also really love to read that and see that, and I'm sure a lot of you guys would too. So taking you back to the video now. Okay, so basically there just isn't enough data, so where does that even lead us? How should you layer this product? So how I think about it is I kind of want to be safe and I want to squeeze as much effectiveness out of this product as possible. So what I like to do is wait about 20 to 30 minutes between using this and a higher pH level product like The Ordinary's niacinamide serum or a moisturizer. So I like to keep my actives that are a higher pH level by my bedside table, so I can leave time between applying this in my bathroom and before I go to sleep. So again, I would recommend, if you're gonna play it safe, to wait between 20 and 30 minutes. But I totally understand that's not always practical because you sometimes just want to go to bed after a really long day, and that's totally okay. Alright, so that's it from me. This video was everything you needed to know about the Paula's Choice Skin Perfecting 2% BHA Liquid Exfoliant. If you should buy it, how you should use it, and how you should layer it. I hope it was helpful for you, and if it was, don't forget to give your girl a like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any more informative skincare videos like this one. See you next week, and if you want to keep watching, click through to any of these other videos coming up.